Joining me today is Shant Banosian with Guaranteed Rate Mortgage Loan Officer. Welcome, Shant.
Hi, thank you so much for having me, Dennis.
Great. Let's start off with a little bit. You're the expert. Let's talk a little bit about the market and how what you're seeing is happening in the real estate market right now.
Yeah, the fall of 2022 has been, quite the market. We've seen interest rates continue to rise. That seems to be like the big topic. So what that's done is that's been a challenge for some buyers. There's been a little bit of a lost buying power as borrowing costs have gone up. However, so obviously, some people have taken themselves, out of the market because a lot of people are waiting and trying to figure out what to do. However, there's still a lot of buyers out there, and for the buyers out there, it's good news in the sense that there's less competition, it's less intense. The spring of 2022 and the all of 2020 and 2021, it was very difficult to be a buyer. In order to get an offer accepted, you had to way overbid a house. You had to waive all your contingencies. You were competing against cash buyers, and you had to close very, very quickly. And no inspections, no mortgages, no appraisals. Now, there's less bidding wars. You can actually buy properties for what they're listed for or less. You can have your inspections and appraisals, and fortunately, probably get the house for a better deal, and then in the future be able to refinance as rates come down, as they're projected to come down in the next 12 to 24 months.
Mm-hmm. So as the weather cools down, maybe the market heats up a little bit if you're on the buying side. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how what you do for your clients.
Yeah, so again, my name's Shant Banosian. I work at Guaranteed Rate. Our office is locally here in Massachusetts. We cover, Boston, all of the surrounding areas, North Shore, Metro West, South Shore, Cape, you name it. So I work for Guaranteed Rate. I've been in the mortgage business for about 20 years. I'm honored to say that I've been the top producing loan originator in the country the last 4 years and the top producer in Massachusetts over the last 10 years. So we really try to separate ourselves and do a great job for our clients and our partners, the real estate agents, in terms of availability and access 24/7, because the housing market's always on, and then just really providing our clients transparent information so they can make a really important decision in terms of buying a house, whether it's a primary residence, a second home, or an investment property. We have a wide variety of products and are always honed in on getting our clients the absolute best rates and products that are available in the marketplace right now.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. And I know you've been a partner with Century 21 Celli for quite a while, and
Yeah.
but large part of our audience are real estate professionals, not just our own agents, but other from other agencies and other Century 21 agents. So talk a little bit, go into a little bit more detail about how you partner with the agents on behalf of the seller or the buyer.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're doing is it's all about really providing consultation to the client. So first step typically is getting somebody pre-approved, right, and making sure that we understand their qualifications from a credit, income, and asset perspective, and then making sure we're empowering them and providing them really great information. So the client, after talking to us, is going to totally understand what their max buying power is, what their comfort zone is, what their budget should be for monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs. Mm-hmm. Understanding all the different various loan products out there that they can utilize to put themselves in the best position to attain homeownership at the lowest borrowing costs. And then, once we issue that pre-approval, we're going to work with them and support them throughout the course of home search as they find a house and negotiate and try to win the house. Mm-hmm. And then once they do that, we're going to work with them to close very, very quickly. We can close loans in as little as 2 to 3 weeks. So anything we can do to kind of just deliver top-notch service level.
Right. And so we want to wrap up and just ask you for a piece of advice. And obviously, we're coming off a few very challenging years with COVID, and it seems like one of the things that are sticking around is that I think people started realizing that communal living may not be the best way, especially during a pandemic when you have to avoid people. And so I think a lot of people out there are looking, first-time home buyers. What would be your best piece of advice for someone who's never owned a home before and is now looking to move out of their apartment and to own for the first time?
Yeah, so I think there's been a lot of talk about how interest rates and stuff are going up, and it's maybe not an opportune time to buy. And I think that's not the case. When you're paying rent, your interest rate is effectively 100%. Like every single penny of your payment is going to somebody else's mortgage payment, right? And none of
Right.
it's is. Whereas when you own a home, you're paying principal, which is forced savings on your behalf. Like every payment you make, you're paying yourself back in the form of equity. You're paying mortgage interest, which is tax deductible, and then you're also gaining home price appreciation, which over the course of time creates wealth. So if you're a first-time home buyer, again, it's a really opportune time to be in the market because there's way less competition. It's way less daunting than it was over the course of the last couple of years, where it was difficult for first-time home buyers to get into the market. So don't listen to the headlines in terms of like all the negative stuff out there. It's actually a really amazing time and a great opportunity to actually get into the market.
Great. Yeah, we always say don't listen to the media, talk to a trusted real estate agent, and that's what we try to be at Century 21 Celli. We've had some great success working with you and our clients here in Stoneham. So, Shant Banosian from Guaranteed Rate Mortgage, I appreciate your time today.
Thank you for having me. It was a pleasure.